play. And the new fighter class was like, their powers were basically choosing, if all you wanted to do was swing your sword and do damage, go ahead and do that. And then you had like different auras that you projected that granted your allies different abilities, different cool abilities. So you turned on one of these auras, your allies got some cool fighting abilities, and you could just swing your sword and do damage for the rest of the battle and be happy. For instance, this is one of the things that a fighter can do once per day. It's a gray power. That means it's a daily action. You only do it once per day. It's called flanking assault. The fighter attacks an enemy, and if they hit, not only do they do damage, they do extra damage for every ally that is adjacent to that bad guy. Stuff like this is super cool. I use this stuff still in 5th edition, but this language of at-will powers and encounter powers, things you can only do once per encounter, daily powers you can do once per day. Some of the players, some veteran players, 3rd edition players, older players, they didn't like this language because it was explicitly gamist. 4th edition was not shy. Remember, it was designed to be played.
Oh, really?
It was not shy about the fact that it was a game.
You guys are kidding me, bro.
Language. That's the difference between this and this. This uses natural language, and one of the things this does, which I like, don't get me wrong, one of the things that having spells work this way does is it makes it feel when you, it's a subconscious thing, it makes you feel when you're reading this that you're reading how the spell in the world works. Whereas when you read this, you have no illusions of that this is how characters in the world think. This is explicitly game mechanics. That's something people didn't like. They didn't like losing that illusion that when they read the rules of Dungeons and Dragons, they were reading the rules of a world. They didn't enjoy feeling like they were playing a game. That language, daily powers, encounter powers, at-will powers, people didn't like that because it wasn't natural. It codified things that had been true in D&D for a long time, just like roles. We'll talk about that in a second. The notion that I'm going to cast a spell on myself and it only lasts 10 minutes. Most players find that to be perfectly reasonable because it uses natural language. You can imagine a wizard describing it that way in the world, but in 4th edition they would just say it's an encounter power. Because how often do you have more than one encounter in 10 minutes? They are functionally equivalent, but because 4th edition uses a term that is explicitly gamist, some people didn't like it. I had no problem translating 4th edition powers and abilities into narrative effects and stuff. In fact, I found 4th edition powers a lot easier to narrate than I swing my sword and do damage from 5th edition. Same thing with roles. Each class fell into one of 4 roles. And D&D had always had roles like this. You always wanted, back in 1974, if you had somebody who rolled well on their starting wealth and they ended up able to afford plate mail, you would put that character in the front of the party. And they called that character a tank. That notion that that character has a job, apart from whatever it says on your character sheet, you're a fighter, you do this much damage. If you're in heavy armor and you have a lot of hit points, you have a job, and that is to stay in the front line and protect the squishy characters. 4th edition took those jobs and codified them and gave them game mechanics, which, again, I liked. Unfortunately, in many people's eyes, a strike against 4th edition, they took the wizard, and instead of making the wizard what they would call a striker, a character that just does a ton of damage, they made the wizard a controller. A controller is something I think unique to 4th edition, is someone whose job it is to control the battlefield, to change the shape and nature of the battlefield, to put slow zones. There's a great low-level wizard spell. It's called Grasping Shadows. It's a 1st level encounter power, which means a 1st level wizard can do this once per battle. You target an enemy, you do damage to them if you hit, and then all the squares around them turn into difficult terrain as these shadowy arms. It's kind of like Evard's Black Tentacles. Shadowy arms and skeletal arms come out of the ground and try to restrain them. It's very cool, it's very evocative, and that's something a controller does. A little bit of damage, but I've also now changed the nature of the battlefield so that bad guy can't maneuver into the place they want to maneuver into. Again, a highly tactical game like 4th edition, that is huge. This is a cool daily power, which means you can only do this once per day, so you know it's got to be super powerful, that a 1st level wizard can do in 4th edition. It's called Phantom Chasm. You target an enemy, they take a lot of damage. Daily powers tend to do more damage than encounter powers or at-will powers. They take a lot of damage and then they fall prone. They have fallen for they have literally fallen for the illusion that you have opened a chasm underneath them, and then the zone lasts. The Phantom Chasm, it's like an illusion, it's an illusionary spell. The Phantom Chasm lasts to the end of the battle, and any enemies that enter it immediately fall prone. No saving throw. You see what I mean? The idea that a wizard's job is to change the nature of the battlefield and prevent the enemy from being able to maneuver the way they want to. That is a super cool idea. Wizards are cool in 4th edition, but that is not what people wanted from wizards. They wanted to point at somebody and do a lot of damage. And I think the people at Wizards of the Coast probably should have anticipated that, and maybe making the wizard a striker that just does a ton of damage would have been more satisfying for people. But Wizards of the Coast attitude was like, well, that's what a sorcerer is for. Then play a sorcerer. But people didn't like that. We talked before about my friend Jim's fighter character marking bad guys. Marking is one of the most controversial things in 4th edition. It was a brand new mechanic, and I think I've seen it once or twice in 5th edition. Marking is what made a defender, and a fighter in 4th edition is a defender. Fighters don't do tons of damage. There are other classes, other martial characters, where if you want to be somebody who looks and acts like a fighter but just does tons of damage, you would play them, like a ranger or a rogue. Marking is the thing that makes defenders. All defenders have the ability to mark an enemy and say, if you attack anybody but me, I get an advantage against you. Different advantages depending on the class. I think fighters typically they would get either a free attack on an enemy that they marked, or the enemy that they marked, if they attack somebody else, would have a penalty to hit. The idea is the fighter is getting in the enemy's face. He's so aggressive, he's so violent, he's so good at using his weapons that he's making it impossible for the enemy to ignore them. And I like that idea. I thought it was super cool. It was a very good way. I mean, you can imagine a battle like Pax Machina against Sordak, the Lava Lord, where somebody like, actually now that I think about it, Pax Machina doesn't have a fighter, but it would be cool to be able to point at somebody like Sordak, the Lava Lord, and say, face me, and force Sordak to attack that person. It's not a charm. They're not literally they can still, this is one of the cool things about 4th edition, especially when you started mixing some of the classes. A character who is marked can still make the decision to attack other people, and this happened, I would say 20 to 30% of the time in combat, I would make the decision, no, it is more advantageous for me to ignore the defender and attack this person, but that triggers all the defender's cool abilities. So it's not like mind control or anything like that. It's just that this character is so violent and so dangerous that you can't ignore them. And that I thought was a cool idea, but people who had played a lot of MMOs felt like it was too similar to a thing called aggro from World of Warcraft, even though it is literally the opposite of aggro. Aggro is something you broadcast that attracts enemies, whereas marking is something you put on an enemy. And there were some characters, I remember my friend Mark, he was playing a paladin, he died, which is, by the way, not easy in 4th edition, because he had a burst ability. Everyone in the area, every enemy in the area was marked. He thought he was saving the day by marking all of these enemies.
24k item level.
In a certain sense, he was saving the day.
Why? He's trying to show off? I know you can kill me, dude. Don't even like try to be in it. Try to like mess around. You can kill me, but you still didn't. You weren't able to win for your team.
Another thing that some people found challenging, I remember my friend
that says something.
Every character in 4th edition had self-healing. Every character in 4th edition could, once per battle, and you could do this every battle, they could take a round, do nothing, and recover some hit points. The idea is somebody like Rambo, who's been filled with bullets, takes his cigar and cauterizes the wounds like, and then they're ready to go. I thought
Where's everybody?
It was a very clever way of making it. One of the great things about 4th edition, and I think they did a pretty good job of preserving this in 5th edition, was for the first time, you never had to choose between healing someone or aiding an ally and doing your cool thing against the enemies. Like a cleric, when a cleric heals somebody, it's typically after they've attacked. As part of and often when a cleric heals somebody, what they're doing is they're allowing them to spend their healing surges, just like in 5th edition, you're allowing them to spend hit dice. Just using the term hit dice in 5th edition,
really?
Mechanic, but calling it something else,
really, bro?
Made it seem more acceptable to legacy players, let's call them. There have always been hit dice in D&D, but they weren't used that way. But my friend Phil thought that was weird. It seemed to him like people had supernatural abilities, the ability to just stop and heal themselves and recover some hit points. They could only do this once per battle, but it seemed weird to him. He was never able to align the mechanic with the fantasy. And he wasn't alone. Lots of people felt that way. Unfortunately, the virtual tabletop for 4th edition, in a tragic set of circumstances we don't need to get in here, you can look it up online, never released. And so no one who played 4th edition ever really understood. In a certain sense, I've always felt like 4th edition was dead on arrival because we didn't get the other half of the package. We didn't get the virtual tabletop, and so no one really got a chance to play it the way it was meant to be played. That's 4th edition, by the way, is when my friends and I started using Fantasy Grounds. I think Fantasy Grounds has been around since the 90s, but 4th edition was because it was such a tactical game, and I run a tactical game. I've been running a tactical game since 1986. Because it was such a tactical game, if you played 4th edition over Fantasy Grounds, all of a sudden it came alive. You started noticing how much easier and how much more fun it was to run, not just than at the tabletop, than any other edition of D&D. If you watch the interview with my friend Jim, that's what he's talking about when he talks about how much fun it is to run. Only in 4th edition, by the way, they have these great online tools. I don't know if they're still available. My subscription still works. They have these great online tools, including a monster database with every monster in it for 4th edition, and you could just search for a monster that you liked based on criteria like, well, my players they're 12th level and they're in the plane of fire, so what is a 12th level fire type monster? And if you didn't find anything to your liking, you would just zero out the level thing and go, oh, here's a 20th level fire monster. You would grab that thing and just go down level, down level, level, and it would dynamically adjust the monster's stats until it was the level you wanted. That was brilliant, and it's the reason when my friends and I in 4th edition were raiding a gnome bank and successfully overcame all the obstacles getting to the vault, and my friend Jim wanted to challenge us in the vault. He looked through the monsters, and he didn't even know this thing existed. I think it might have taken him a total of 3 minutes to do this.
This guy really hates me, doesn't he?
To figure out what happened next. He was on my laptop, and he was like, ooh, this is interesting, and he grabbed a treasure golem and just made
this guy really hates me.
A couple of times, and we rolled initiative, and the cool thing about the treasure golem in 4th edition
oh my god.
gaze attack, and if you failed your save,
what?
you got dollar signs in your eyes, and you
what did I do?
You started fighting over the treasure.
Yo, everybody want to kill the best rogue in the game, bro.
It was something that, I mean, you could do something like that in any edition of the game, but 4th edition was the first edition where.
Oh, he's from my guild.
Steal something like that for 5th edition.
No wonder he probably want me to notice him or something.
You could steal something like that for 5th edition. So the online tools were fantastic, but we never got to virtual tabletop. So people complained about it. They felt like it felt video gamey, but what they were detecting, I think, was just Wizards of the Coast's desire.
All right, man. I think that's online. Well, you guys didn't like see the entire match. All right, I'm gonna queue one more time, and if it happens, that's it.
You can go play in Jim's game, and Jim would have nothing to object to. The desire.
I just listening to some D&D stuff. Just a little bit of interesting stuff. All right, yeah, so I can actually reintroduce the stream because it's already happening. So right now we playing Neverwinter, Neverwinter the live version. Classic, I think classic is still going strong, but I won't really like take that risk, to be honest. So to this stream I really didn't like say anything until right now. So I'm gonna start discussing stuff. Let me lower this a little bit, the in-game audio. Alright guys, so what am I going to be talking about today? Today we're going to be talking about Neverwinter. Is Neverwinter dead, or is it still alive, and what should Neverwinter do right now? Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about. So Neverwinter, the development studio, Cryptic, had a little stream a few days ago, maybe like day before, no, yesterday, and it was quite interesting. I didn't watch it, but I watched other people talking about it, and it actually made me want to talk about it. The person who I watched was Kali Gold, and I always watch Kali Gold stream and stuff. Like I usually check it out. I don't like always watch it, but I usually check it out. And yeah, Caligo is one of the top guys in Neverwinter. So you guys should check out his channel. But I do watch his stuff, you know. I'm not gonna like say I watch all his videos. So yeah, so I watched Caligo's stream as usual, checking in, and then what I heard from him was Neverwinter had a stream. They didn't have enough people on it, and they didn't really explain about what they were going to release. Okay, when people were done with that, nobody knew what was going to be released. Who is this guy? Thursday? Come on, Thursday. So they had this stream and nothing. They didn't really discuss about the dungeons and pretty much like what like they didn't really do anything to give hype, you know. Look, Neverwinter, this what, okay, I'm gonna be talking about it, but I'm also gonna be giving a little advice here. This is what you guys should do, right? Stop playing games, guys. Stop playing. I know you guys want to be fancy, like you guys want to be like, you know, to have like a secret that nobody know, you know, like everybody want to do that, right? But you guys should like slow down a little bit. Like when people want something and they come to you, you shouldn't like you shouldn't play any games. You know, you should like explain it, okay? Because right now people want information and they don't have that much patience, to be honest, right? If the game was like super traveling or whatever, and people ask you, hey, what are you guys trying to give us next, guys? Oh, we are like so excited, and then you'd be like and then you smirk, you'd be like, it's a secret, right? And then like everybody is gonna get excited when that is the case. That's how everybody is gonna react. But right now, if you smirk and say it's a secret, like they're just gonna assume stuff. They're just gonna say, man, you guys don't have anything anyways, you know, like look at the situation that we're in right now, okay? So that's what I'm talking about when I say stop playing games, right? Like people want information. If you guys have it, like I don't know, like you guys shouldn't be like explaining everything. Like obviously you guys don't want to do that, but you guys should really like try to give us something, okay? You can make an entire stream about, hey, we don't want to tell you guys this, and like what is the stream about in the first place, you know? If you're making a stream like trying to explain stuff to people, and then when people ask you and then you say you don't know anything about it, or like you know about it but you want to keep it secret, then what really are they coming to you for, you know? And this is one of the reasons why like a lot of people didn't go to the stream in the first place, right? So you should keep that in mind. You guys, we already talked about like having like purpose in your stream, and you guys did it for a little bit, and then after a brief time, you guys just went ahead and started. You just went right back to point square one, pretty much. So keep that in mind, guys. Next thing here is Neverwinter dying, like the population and stuff like that. As you guys can see around the PvP hour, right in the middle of the day, like it's 5 something right now, right? The PvP guys are here, right? The PvE guys, a lot of them are kind of dwindling, right? For Steam, if you go on Steam, you check out the recent the Steam chart, like recent login stats. You'll see about 500 people play in the last hour or something, and the highest peak is about 2K, 2,000. And speaking about 2K, guys, the new 2K version is like really really sick, dude. I just watched it. I don't have it anyway, so. So yeah, so 2K, yeah, that's the highest peak, and from the history, right? From the history on the stream on the Steam chart stuff, Neverwinter, like the stats it went down, right? Like losing 160 something people like some days, and 86 people some other days and stuff like that. The stats is all red right now. So what I'm gonna say, right? Like what I'm gonna say here is, let's talk about the PvP part, right? Neverwinter, the thing, what you guys did with PvP is pretty good, okay? Before you guys like get angry, like you guys like say, hey, this guy is just a white knight for Neverwinter or whatever, right? Just listening to what I gotta say here. The PvP part of this is good, right? But then again, what I'm gonna say here is, if you like it is a little I don't know, it's actually a little late, and also yeah, let me just say it's really late, okay? I mean it's a lot late actually. But you guys can still come back. The lateness part pretty much is that the PvE guys, they've already, like a lot of them have already like left pretty much. So the only people you have here are PvPers, right? And the PvPers, okay, from the start, there are very few of us, right, out here, right? But even though like PvP is popping back to back, as you guys can see in the middle of the day, the like the liveliness of the game, right? It's all about like having like random people walking around, and just having a ton of people around. Okay, that's why it's an MMO, because you want like a ton of people around, like, you know, just to feel like you are in like a crowd, and just feel like surrounded by a community, right? The lateness part, right? It comes into play because as for PvP part, like everything is pretty good, okay. But when they release this PvP content, the area that they released it into, okay, it wasn't really good. It was like a deserter pretty much, okay. And the PvE guys who are like supposed to be around, like just queuing up for PvP if they want to. Hold up, did I just take a snap? I did take a snapshot. F12 takes a snapshot. Oh my god, I'm like, all right, let's forget about F12s. So yeah, so PvE, man, like PvE will come back. I don't know. I'm just saying this because I'm very hopeful, but I'm not sure. But I really hope PvE come back. The combat system, I really hope like more thoughts are getting into it. Anything, if you guys are watching my stream, Cryptic, go check out my Blade request video. I was actually trying to make a series, but I stopped. Oh, should I finish this guy? I'm known for the God of Chaos, so I'm definitely gonna try to finish that guy. Actually, that's not nice. All right. Anyways, I said that's not nice because I didn't get a kill. Oh my god, I'm so cruel. All right, check this out, guys. What was I talking about? Man, PvP is pretty fine. Not mechanics wise, balance wise, like the system. Okay, when I say PvP is fine, I mean that the system is pretty good. Okay, they have balance, they have rewards and all that stuff. The only thing that is missing here is a decent combat system. Okay, and I already said this, and I'm gonna say this again. We either need more skills, or you guys can bring the old PvP combat system back. We need more skills, and we need I don't know if life still even that important. I mean, yeah, we need more skills. We need life still. As for AP, like, don't worry about AP. Like, I understand, like the issue of AP, like people spamming it and all that stuff. Damn, I only have one kill. If you guys don't want to bring AP game back, it's cool. If you guys don't want to bring actually cooldowns, eh, I mean, the game still feel actiony, even though it's not like super action combat. I don't know, man. I've talked a lot about this game. I've like made my point already. Uh, like stuff like the dungeon stuff. They brought that. You know, like I know you guys are like taking notes, okay? But I don't know like if other people are like understanding what you guys are trying to do, you know, because you guys, like, when they ask you guys for stuff, you always say like it's secret and like stuff like that, you know, like y'all keep holding information and stuff, you know. And yeah, people want to know about the game, you know. People are interested, even though they are away, even though like they are like angry and like uh they have their pick forks and forks and all that stuff out and stuff like that. They still want to get back into the game, and they're looking for something to get back into the game with, like looking for an excuse pretty much, right? So you guys got to give them information, man. Like, I don't know how to explain this, man. Oh my god, there's the T-Rex, bro. Finish me, bro. He thinks I'm his child. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm out. This guy just had to attack. I was about to make a friend, bro. I was just about to make a friend. Alright, check this out. My very first T-Rex friend. Look at these little midgets T-Rexes. T-Rexosaurus. Alright, look at that, bro. I got some massive 80. Yeah, guys. I'm gonna start playing League of Legends, and maybe I'm gonna turn my entire channel into a League of Legends channel. And I'm gonna play Neverwinter, but I'm only gonna play to like just get inspiration on my game. Yeah. So this is what you guys are seeing right now. Like this dodge roll thing, right? That's why I'm like playing Neverwinter right now, so like I can see how it works, so I can implement it on my character. And the camera stuff, I already sort of have this part. And yeah, I just play to like look around and like just take in the basic design and stuff like that. It's not like I'm trying to copy. I'm just like the basic design of like an instance MMO and stuff like that. So Neverwinter, man, like you guys, it's really up to you guys, right? This game is not dying, right? Also like Caligo, I was watching Caligo's stream. He talked about how you call it? Magic the Gathering, right? He talked about Magic the Gathering and how it's gonna be awesome and stuff. And he was thinking about playing it, and I'm sure he's probably gonna like consider playing it. And that's for content for his channel, right? I'm sure like he is also a little critical about it, like skeptical about it. So it's fine. Like I'm not like saying this with like a negative intention. Like I'm like explaining myself over and over, okay, even though like it sounds very tedious, because nowadays like when people watch your videos, there's like they easily get triggered. Yeah, they easily get triggered. So I just want to clear stuff up, right? So he was thinking about playing Magic the Gathering, and that's what I have to say about to any Neverwinter player who's trying to play Magic the Gathering. I say do not do it, right? Do not play Magic the Gathering, dude. Like you just spoon feeding the developers, right? Like you like making them more hyped, right? To keep doing like to keep ignoring Neverwinter, right? Like it might not be like you deciding not to play Magic the Gathering might not be like a huge change or whatever, because Magic the Gathering itself is like it's a new it's like a niche, okay, community itself, right? So it do have like a dedicated fan, right? But the dedicated fans themselves also know about Cryptic, right? If you watch the video about Magic the Gathering, all you have to know about it. Just type Magic the Gathering MMO. All you have to know about Magic the Gathering, something like that, right? You're gonna see like a really dedicated Magic the Gathering fan, right? Talk about Cryptic and talk about like PoE and all that stuff, right? So most of the people are a little like skeptical about how the game is gonna get designed. If you watch Lazy Peon, I think I say MMO by or Lazy Peon. Like if you watch one of those guys' video about Magic the Gathering and like their point of view about Neverwinter and stuff, right? How Neverwinter is looking like this, right? Like, okay, check this out, man. Like, think about Neverwinter, right? As Cryptic girlfriend, right? Okay, let's say it this way, right? Cryptic treats Neverwinter like absolute garbage right now, right? And Cryptic is trying to get another person, right? So think about it, right? If that person is looking at this person right here, right? How would that person feel, okay, to go with Cryptic on whatever stuff Cryptic want, right? You know, like stuff like that, right? So if all Neverwinter players, right, actually see Magic the Gathering coming out, if you really understand what's happening to Neverwinter right now, and you really understand like all the crazy stuff that is happening, right, you will probably like, I don't know, you really like want to side with me in this point of view that you shouldn't play Magic the Gathering. Okay, you shouldn't spend money on it at all. Like, don't support it at all. Like, if you are angry about what's happening to Neverwinter right now, okay, look again. Me, as for me, like, I am my own. I'm in my own case, bro. Like, I am not on anybody's side. Like I keep saying, bro. Like, you don't even understand, guys. Like if you're watching my videos, if you're watching my stream, just know that I have my own point of view. I stand by myself, bro. I'm like the lone wolf, bro. Like I don't stay on anybody's side. I don't like anything like you know, kind of like cover my actual like point of view about things. Like if I have something to say, I say it, right? Um, sometimes I kiss up, okay? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I kiss up, but if I kissing up, it's for a reason, right? And most of the time, if I'm kissing up, it's not for it's not I don't know, it's not like it's not gonna last forever, like it's not that way, okay? So I might be like a hardcore fan of Neverwinter. I might say a ton of positive things about Neverwinter, but if Neverwinter screws up, I'm gonna say it. And I'm not a type of person that is gonna be like cursing at Cryptic, cursing at like anybody, okay? I'm just gonna say it, and you guys are gonna know when I'm angry, okay? You guys are gonna know, but I'm not gonna like go like real like 360 on everybody, you know. Like I'm not gonna go like back to back crazy stuff, you know, right? So that's just me. That's just how I roll, bro. um and yes, a lot of people compare me to Caligo and like other streamers and stuff. But I don't know, like maybe that's how we roll. But I'm my own person, okay. So yeah, so do not play Magic the Gathering, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Do not spend your money on Magic the Gathering. If anybody asks you why, say go watch Six Play video, okay? Go watch the stream, okay? If Cryptic can treat Neverwinter like this, right? Think about Magic the Gathering, right? It's gonna come out. It's gonna look pretty decent. It's gonna have like all the decent combat that Neverwinter that Neverwinter had. Okay, not like wish it had. Okay, don't even go there, bro. It's not like something that Neverwinter wish it had. It had it. Okay, everything got stolen. Everything got took. Everything was took. Everything got taken. No, everything left. Like they destroy everything. I'm trying to like put my sentences together here, but it's not working. Everything got destroyed, okay? Everything got removed, right? So think about Neverwinter like as a Skylinter. As a Skylinter right now, like all the flesh of it, everything got like scraped off of it, and they are probably gonna like put it onto the new Skylinter, and that new Skylinter is Magic the Gathering. And you guys are like leaving your actual personality, right? You guys are actually leaving your true self, and you are going on to this stuff because like the flesh just got taken away from it and then scrapped onto the other. That's just disgusting. Don't speak to me if you play Magic the Gathering. If you plan to spend money on Magic the Gathering, do not speak to me. I do not know you. I do not understand your existence, your point of view on the fucking face of the earth. Do not come around me. I do not have anything associated with you. Do not. Oh, I can't even stress this enough. Like there's like a big line, okay, and you should be on that side of the line. Like just go on that side, okay. Don't ever come close to me, right? So that's what I have to say. And as for Neverwinter, okay, I still like this game. I'm still gonna keep explaining back to back like stuff, even if I have to like rumble, right? This game is great. You guys just Cryptic, you guys just have to come back, man. You guys have to come back and make this game uh better again. You guys have to make this game great again, okay? The combat system, if you guys said you guys are never gonna like go back, right? You guys have to produce something. You guys have to produce something that is gonna impress people. And right now, the stuff that you guys produced, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. And when people come to your stream, they want to know if you guys are ever going to produce something for your game, okay? If you guys are ever going to make a replacement for what you guys did, okay? What you guys did right now is remove everything, and you guys are still in the process of removing everything, right? So if you're going to do that, you have to replace the stuff that you remove. And the stuff that you're replacing, the stuff that you're using to replace what you remove, it have to be impressive. It has to be better, okay? That's the point, right? If you saw something and you thought that it had to be removed, okay, and people were actually depending on it, right? If you're removing it, you better bring something that is impressive. And right now, you guys are not doing it, okay? And it's getting a ton of people pissed, okay? And a lot of people have gone like out of their mind. Like a lot of people have gone on rampage. Depression is everywhere. People just like, some people are scarred right now. Do you guys know what you are doing, guys? Do you guys know what you are doing to like actual human beings, like actual gamers, do you guys know what you are doing to the generation, bro? Like this generation, man, like the veterans, like the middle age group and all that stuff. Do you guys know what you are doing? Like that's my question right there, bro. Crypto, y'all gotta do something, man. Like if you guys keep changing this stuff, you can the reason, like as explained in my stream earlier, right? Like way before they actually did their stream yesterday. I explained that I'm not changing my builds and I'm not making too much iteration on my stuff because okay, a lot of stuff keep getting nerfed, a lot of stuff keep getting changed. So like I'm not stable, okay? I cannot trust anything right now, okay? I do have a vision, but I cannot say it because then it's gonna like it's gonna probably like go under the trail or something like that, under the rails and stuff like that. So yes guys, I hope this stream was really as passionate as I wanted it to be, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And again, do not play Magic the Gathering, bro. Like do not support it at all, like in any form, shape or whatever. The same way I just stopped playing Neverwinter Classic because it wasn't like legal, right? That's the same way nobody should play Magic the Gathering, because Magic the Gathering is, if you play it, you are proving that Cryptic can do whatever they want, and you are just a sauce boy. Okay, you are just gonna like grab onto that Cryptic, you know that's the you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you're just gonna grab onto it, and wherever Cryptic go, right, that's where you're gonna go. Like, come on, bro. If they can do this to us, bro, if they can change everything like this, bro, and they cannot produce something better, right, and they can release stuff like Twosome and stuff like that, like, right, at this time of the year, like after 6 years, I mean 5 years, right, if they can start doing stuff like this, right, think about Magic the Gathering, right, it's gonna come out, it's gonna be pretty, like, don't get me wrong, bro, the temptation right now, like, I want to play Neverwinter Classic so bad. Like every day I go to bed, I like dream about playing Magic. Neverwinter Classic. I just dream about playing that combat, like getting that like that super fast cooldown, like that super fluid action combat stuff. It's just in my head, bro. Like every day, man. Like it's just crazy. Okay, but think about it like that, man. Like Magic the Gathering is gonna come out, it's gonna be sexy, bro. Like it's gonna be amazing. Like you're gonna be tempted. You want to play that game. You want to test that combat, bro. But do not do it. Okay? Just don't do it. Like just do me a favor, man. Like don't do it. Don't spend money on that thing. You know. If you play Neverwinter, if you really like Neverwinter, don't waste money, man. Don't waste money on Magic the Gathering. I don't want to see like your hope get too high, and then later on, like 5 6 years later, okay, a new game start coming out, maybe Magic Gathering like the third or whatever, and then you have to like fork in some more money, right? And think about it this way: if you are a whale from this game, okay, if you've been affected anyway, okay, anyway after 5 years of being like a whale or whatever, if you've been affected anyway, like think about it, like playing Magic the Gathering is gonna double. It's gonna double that effect, okay? Because Magic the Gathering is obviously gonna be like Neverwinter, okay, the basic version, and a little extra, okay? Because this is Cryptic, and then this is another company, right? They are all coming together, okay? Cryptic is bringing like the combat that is stole from Neverwinter. It's probably gonna bring that into the Magic the Gathering, and then Magic the Gathering is gonna bring its fan, and then it's also gonna bring like the art and like the lore and all that crazy stuff. So yes, it's gonna be crazy. Yes, Magic the Gathering is gonna be like, it's gonna be amazing, okay? But it's not gonna be like super crazy amazing. It's not gonna like change anything, to be honest. So yes, I don't know. I cannot tell you that the game is not going to be fine. Like the game is going to be fine. What I'm going to tell you is that even though it's going to be tempting, even though it's going to be like super nice and all that stuff, and you really want to play, do not do it. Like do not do it, man. I don't know, like just don't do it. Like God, man, like you guys, I just want to cry right now, bro. Just don't spend money on the game, man. don't spend money on it. Like, don't support it in any way, shape, or form. Like, don't even speak about it anymore. Like, I don't even know, man. That's all I can say, bro. That's all I can say. Unless they come back here and change this game, unless they replace all the stuff that it took, okay, and they keep taking up to this day, right? Vorpal got nerfed, okay. I'm not pissed because Vorpal got nerfed. Like, everything gets nerfed. Everything need to be balanced, right? But if they are not bringing anything into the game right now, you guys know what I'm talking. I can't even explain this, like, because like for a while I actually been explaining like how nice the game is right now and all that stuff. But you PvE guys, you guys already have your own troubles and stuff. Like, if that's not happening, right? Come on, man. You guys should have some low personality, man. Like, okay, I've rented enough. Okay, I'm gonna like stop repeating myself here, and I'm just gonna end the stream. Thanks for watching again. I queue for PvP. Yeah, whatever. See you guys in my next video. 6.9 signing out. Peace out. Hold up, boys. I about to like. Whoa, what's up with this, bro? Wow, that's gay. Wow, that's gay, bro. That's the never in my life. Okay, no homo. All right, let's do this, guys. Peace out.